Good morning, welcome back to another video. So it is currently 5:45 a.m. You might see in the title Raymond, my Scottish wandering friend, who has as you if any followers of the channel will have seen, Raymond is the record holder for my boat with 28 pound 1 ounce, and he comes over to fish with me once a year, sometimes twice a year. He's been coming for the last 5 years. We were chatting about it last night. It's quite mind-boggling actually that he's been coming over for so long, and it's scarily went very quickly. But anyway, he is here again for the weekend. I picked him up from the airport last night. Boat and everything's ready to go. He's in the car waiting, and we're heading back down to the usual spots to try and catch a 20 pound pike. So Raymond, as I said, the biggest he's had is 28 pounds 1 ounce, and he's had a couple of other 20s as well. I think every time he's here he usually catches a double or two. He does really well. For whatever reason, the luck always seems to shine on him whenever he's here. So that's the plan of attack. We're not setting our goals too low. We want a 20 pound pike this weekend. Anybody that follows me on social media would see that last week we had one. Biggest fish of the season so far, 24 pound 10, 115 centimeters. Awesome creature. Really awesome to see. And yeah, that's the target. So see you on the water. Stay tuned. Okay, on the water, already having complications with the wiring. The connection for the battery that goes on the fish finders, the wire has come out. Thankfully Raymond knows what he's at, so he's going to sort it. I, on the other hand, not so much. All good. The water looks clear, which is good. We should catch fish. It is still flowing quite fast through the river, so I don't think we'll be doing much fishing up in here. I actually thought there was a competition on this morning when I was at the boat slip. I counted eight boats, some trailers already in the water, some just launching as we landed. So when I was speaking to a few of them, there's no competition. It's just going to be a busy water of the day. But what do you do? Okay, rod's all out. Sleeper rod in there. Another one at the front. So we've got ourselves anchored in behind this island. It's quite windy all around the loch. You can see a few boats over there, the same idea. Basically my anchors aren't heavy enough to hold this boat. I need to get new anchors. So we're restricted to where we can fish in terms of wind. This is a good spot anyway, so we got lucky. People have been asking about the setups I'm using on the boat. So obviously I'll give you a bit of an idea in terms of rods and reels and whatnot, and also the holder. So I'm using the Rail Blazer rod holders with the extension arms, and we've also got the sort of the track system then mounts that go into the boat. The boat has the track system built into it, and you can adjust these, move them around the boat to where you need it to be each time. Rods, same as they've always been, 10-foot rods, 3 pound test curve, sort of medium pit reels, 50 pound braid, and the float setup that I've seen me use for a couple of years now, and that's it. I don't tend to complicate things too much when I'm dead baiting. The most complicated thing on the boat's Raymond. But that's it. Rod's out. Let's see if we can get one. Okay, first run for Raymond. Right, it's up to you. There's it away in the distance there. See it up? Right, up to you then. It's still going, so I'd wind down, but you need to hit it a good strike here because it's a fair distance. Is that away again? Yep. Right, where you go. Keep winding, keep winding, keep winding, keep winding, keep winding, keep going. Is he on? You might need to adjust your drag at the top. They're fairly sensitive to drag on those reels. The tiniest movement and then it feels like it's too loose. Is it still on? Yeah? Yeah. There's not much of a bend in the rod yet. He's maybe still out of distance. Yeah. Tell you what, he took some run. He did. Oh, it's a good fish. Alright, I'm gonna have to get the netting all ready and start paying attention rather than holding the GoPro. Set it down for a second.
Again?
Oh, I'm talking to the camera. No, I don't set the rod down for a second. That won't be good.
Come on.
The anchor rope's at that side.
This way. Come on. Can you see the boat anymore?
Probably not ready yet. Just let the stopper go through the eyes if you can. Stand up there, give the stopper a bit more. Yeah, I've got to wait for that, Raymond, alright.
A big lunge.
It's a fairly substantial bend in the rod now. Come on. Do I need to lift the end? Oh, that's the big fish from last week. Yeah. We just had that 24-pounder from last week. And there we go. Repeat catcher. Unfortunately, we did have this fish last week. 24 pound 10, 115 centres. Now, unfortunately for me, I don't like catching them so soon, but I'm sure Raymond's over the moon. Look at the head on it. Absolute monster. Okay, we'll get it back. Old girl, don't want to keep it out too long. On the head, Raymond. There she goes. Thank you for playing. Done really? Day's done then. First hour, and yeah, 24 pound 10 ounces, 115 centimeters. I know that, I didn't even need to weigh it because that was the same fish we got last week. Now, as I said, we're not even close really to where I caught that fish. You know, we're about 100 meters down from it, so it's obviously moving. It is what it is. That's a hell of a fish for Raymond to catch. That's the 28-1 on a 24-10 you've had now on 2 20s, is it? 2 smaller 20s?
Yep.
I'm saying that's based over 5 years from now. But he has had really good days when he does come here, so sticking with the theme. Hell of a fish to get in the first hour of 2 days really, so all good. We're going to have a coffee now and celebrate and hopefully get another one. Fish number 2. We actually thought it was the...
Over the bucket, don't we?
No. Are we over lines here? Let it wake up in a minute and then you'll know. There's a stopper at the eye. Let it go through the eye if you can. Just remember the anchor ropes there. Okay, we need the net then. Oh, he's not that big. He's just strong. Oh! Maybe just chin this one. You get another run. So fish number 2.
Yeah, that's another fish.
Is it? Right, fish number 2. And we got the run. So nice double anyway. It's all kicking off. I was holding that sort of fish for Raymond and I was handing it over to him and I decided to do a big slap and hit me right in the face with the tail. Nearly give me a black eye. I was actually seeing stars for a second. Did we know which floated it? This one? Take a bit of the slack line. The back one, literally, I just stopped the camera and went to set down on the back float as well. You can see it sort of sitting up, the fish is just running with it. No, that's just the current, that one. Yeah, tighten up the...
It's the current taking the line,
yeah,
taking the braid, I think.
Tighten up the bait runner on it. So is that...
Stop.
There, that's it away again now. It's swimming towards us, so you'll have to give it a good strike. Yeah. Fish number 3. We're going to run out of bait at this stage now. Any size? Just let the stopper come through the eye there if you can. That's it. And then the wind's picking up, so the anchors are probably going to move us just as things are starting to get tasty. Similar sort of size, the last one, is it?
A bit bigger, I think.
Okay, if you can come back, walk backwards. Or maybe not. It's maybe a bit too loose, that drag.
Just I wanted it away from
Yeah.
the boat. Can you jump?
Remember the anchor now?
Yeah. I'm steering. You might need the net.
Yeah, I think so. Get that out quick, quick, quick.
You're not getting to the anchor.
Oh, sorry. I'll knock you out before the...
Strong fish.
Yeah.
Not massive, but strong fish.
Walk back if you can. There we go. There we go. Fish number 3. Another double. Probably 10 pounds. A lot cleaner than the last fish. Right, we'll get this one back before the rods go. We've actually two rods out of the water. That was carnage. Stripping line, is it?
Yeah, it's good as the first one. On a mission.
Do you need me to bring the line of the other one in? Do you right, or is it alright?
Let's wait and see.
I really should be keeping track of what bait's what. Oh, a couple of big head shakes there. You can see the float.
It's still running. That's it, stopped now. What was this, do you know?
That's what I was saying. I don't really know. Roach, maybe. Don't think it was a big roach either. There's it. There you go. Whenever you're ready. Oh, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Bit of weight to that one.
That feels nice.
Oh no. I wish you'd leave me alone for a minute. I just get... No, it's not that big, Raymond.
It was maybe just running away from it.
Yeah. Good sport all the same, they're all similar sort of size. There's a stopper coming now, just remember to put it through the... You're alright yet, there's it now. Just makes life a lot easier.
Yeah. Especially when it's one of those crappy ones. It's about to do something, I can feel it.
Bit of a jump maybe. I know the big fish last week, the 24. I didn't have the camera running. I didn't do a video, unfortunately. And one of the times, you know, the guy was fighting the fish. We didn't really know what it was going to be like, and it just done this big, massive tail walk beside the boat. And if I had the camera run, it would have been amazing. That's anchor rope bound. Oh no! Oh no! Has it went round it? Do you think?
No.
Or?
No.
Close. Oh, he's not bad. That job then. They're starting to come like buses now. Another really nice fish. Oh, probably over a metre. We'll give it a quick measurement just to check, but spotless fish compared to the likes of the big one that had plenty of marks on it. Really, really, really nice. Right, get it back, Raymond. How many is that? 4, 5?
You want to measure it?
Oh yes, we'll give it a measure. How many is that though? Was it 4 or 5? 4. Home time. So day one is done. We had one more fish when we came into the river. Still strong on the flow. Clarity isn't too bad. I'm hoping by tomorrow, if it doesn't rain through the night, it should be a lot more fishable, but we need to be careful with the wind tomorrow. It gives another day of strong winds, so the main lake is probably still going to be hard to fish, but not really much we can do. So of course the rain's starting just as we're heading back to the boat slip, so we'll get started anyway.